while others walk.
Hello and welcome to this Annette Thomas TV/movie review. Today we are going to be reviewing Thunderball, the James Bond movie. Now, this movie starts with 007 at the funeral of a SPECTRE agent who is a colonel in the army. And Bond is there, undercover, and he soon discovers during the actual funeral that the deceased man isn't actually deceased. He is there dressed up as his widow, and Bond captures him, places him into his car, and drives him away. In the meantime, he uses his ejector seat to eject him from his car. Later on, at a SPECTRE organisation meeting in Paris, the number one agent, who is talking about their latest plan, talks about what their mission is, which is to steal 2 atomic bombs and hold the council that controls atomic weapons in the world to ransom. And throughout this, you hear about how all of their different things have been working up to trying to do this one mission. Meanwhile, Bond is recuperating from his last mission, and he is in a private hospital where he notices a gentleman who is a SPECTRE operative, and after he becomes a little bit suspicious of this man, he goes and searches his room. This is where Bond discovers that this man and another are being having their faces surgically altered, so they look the same as innocent members of the Royal Air Force, so they can work on the SPECTRE's plan to steal the atomic bombs. Bond then struggles with them, and he gets away. Bond is later saved by his physical therapist, who he later has sex with as a thank you. Like I say, the 2 men from the unit that the private hospital Bond was in, later kidnap a Royal Air Force pilot who they have had their face altered to look like, and he is disposed of, and they are attempting to get themselves into position, so they are on a Royal Air Force jet carrier, and they can, when necessary, jump into action so they can take the atomic bombs. Back in London, MI6 have informed all of their agents of the suspected SPECTRE plan and have them all on high alert. Bond goes to a casino where he interrupts a high-stakes card game between two big players. And after he evidently beats them both, he is recognised by this woman called Domino, I think her name is, and they begin to play this sort of cat and mouse game between each other of trying to get information from each other and who has the greater advantage over one another. And throughout the rest of the time, there is a more of a open chance of Bond being discovered, and later he is actually kidnapped by the person that he beat at the card game, as he is of course working for SPECTRE, and he kidnaps him to try and find out what Bond and MI6 know about their plans. Later on, Bond meets Felix Leiter and Q. Of course, Felix Leiter working for the CIA as their agent involved in trying to stop Smash, and Q comes to offer Bond advice and a number of gadgets to assist him in his upcoming mission. Bond then, the next day, goes on a fact-finding mission trying to find out where these atomic bombs are going to be kept. Unfortunately, Bond is unable to find these atomic bombs, but he later goes to a gentleman called I'll put it there, his house, and trying to search there to see if there's any evidence going on there. He himself then gets kidnapped. Once Bond escapes from being kidnapped, Bond and Felix try and find out what exactly is going on. They search for the bombs, and they find Domino, who Bond tells through his investigation, finds out that members of Smash have killed her brother, and they convince her to help them to try and stop Smash from stealing these atomic bombs. After a fight between Bond and the Smash agents, they reclaim the atomic bombs, and it becomes clear that Bond, Felix Leiter, and the girl have saved the world. Thank you very much that is the end of the video. So, James Bond Thunderball, I'm going to give it a rating of number 5. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.